So for years, if you've been in Nigeria and trying to, pay for something online internationally with your regular Naira card, like Netflix or shopping on Amazon, you probably hit a wall, a really frustrating one. It meant scrambling, didn't it? Finding third-party apps, those virtual cards, or even setting up a whole domiciliary account.
Right, a foreign currency account locally.
Yeah.
Which was quite the workaround for many people.
Exactly. But now, well, something pretty major has changed. Today, we're diving into this really big news. Nigerian banks are actually bringing back international transactions on Naira cards. After that long suspension, our mission, let's unpack it. Which banks are involved? What are the limits looking like? Why did this happen now? And, what's the bottom line for you?
It's definitely timely. And honestly, it feels like a bit of a game changer for consumers, maybe businesses too. It really points towards some positive shifts in Nigeria's whole foreign exchange situation. Much more convenience on the horizon.
Okay, let's get into the specifics. The headline is, 3 big banks are back in the game. UBA, Wema Bank, and GT Bank.
United Bank for Africa, yes.
And we're hearing others like Stanbic, IBTC are also, making similar moves.
Right. And this follows that suspension period, which for most banks was, around 3 years?
Yeah.
Kicked in roughly mid-2022 for many.
Yeah, driven by those persistent FX shortages,
right.
the lack of dollar liquidity. It was a tough environment for international payments.
Definitely. And what's interesting now is how they're coming back. It's not just a blanket on switch everywhere. Take UBA. They've apparently re-enabled all their premium Naira cards. That's the gold, platinum, world ones.
For everything. Online, POS, even ATMs abroad.
Seems so. Online shopping, point of sale, ATM withdrawals worldwide, according to their announcement. Then Wema Bank, they're highlighting specific platforms. They're saying customers can now pay in dollars on places like Amazon, eBay, AliExpress.
The big international ones, Netflix, Spotify too.
Exactly. Netflix, Spotify, YouTube, using their Wema Naira MasterCard. So quite targeted there.
And GT Bank, what's their approach?
GT Bank seems to have set a quarterly limit. About $1,000 total for international payments on their Naira card.
Okay, $1,000 per quarter. How does that break down?
Well, they've specified a $500 quarterly limit for ATM withdrawals overseas, and then the full $1,000 limit applies to online and POS spending combined.
Got it. But hang on, I saw something interesting floating around online. Didn't someone report a much higher limit from GT Bank?
Ah, yes. You're probably thinking of Bashir Ahmad's post. He mentioned getting I think it was a $4,000 quarterly limit.
Yeah, $4,000. That's quite a jump from $1,000. Any official word on why the difference?
Not publicly, no. And that's what's intriguing. It suggests GT Bank might be using maybe a tiered system, perhaps based on the customer's profile, their account type, maybe spending history. They could be testing the waters, rewarding certain segments quietly.
So a more nuanced rollout rather than one size fits all. That makes sense, actually.
It does. A cautious, maybe data-driven reentry.
Which brings us to the big question. Why now? After 3 years, what's fundamentally shifted in the economy to allow this?
It really boils down to a couple of core things. One, definitely improve liquidity in the foreign exchange market. More dollars available. 2, there seems to be renewed confidence in how the central bank, the CBN, is managing the FX situation.
Okay, liquidity and confidence, what's feeding into that?
Several pieces. The premium people used to pay on the parallel market, buying FX outside official banks, that's come down.
Yeah.
So less incentive for arbitrage.
Right, the gap between the official and parallel rates is smaller?
Much narrower, yes. And the Naira itself has seen some appreciation against major currencies recently. That helps. Plus, things like increased remittances from Nigerians abroad, partly thanks to new CBN rules making it easier for them. That brings in FX.
So more dollars flowing in.
More dollars flowing in and more confidence that you can actually get dollars when needed or move money out. That's huge for investors too. And don't forget other background factors. Nigeria's credit rating has seen some improvement. They've worked on clearing old FX backlogs.
Ah, the backlogs, right.
Got new trading platforms. Even higher oil prices globally play a part. It's a combination creating a more stable environment.
Okay, so putting it all together, what's the practical impact for, our listeners? What changes day to day? The big win is convenience, right? No more needing to fund that DOM account just for Spotify or figuring out virtual dollar cards.
Exactly. Direct payment. For your Twitter Premium, Apple subscriptions, Netflix, whatever it is, straight from your Naira card, assuming your bank allows it now.
That just removes so much friction from paying for global services.
Absolutely. It makes participating in the global digital economy much, much smoother.
And you'd expect other banks will have to follow suit now, wouldn't you? To stay competitive.
You'd think so. It puts pressure on those still holding back.
So definitely a positive step. It makes international payments way less of a headache for everyday people in Nigeria.
It certainly does. And perhaps looking beyond the immediate convenience. If we connect this to the bigger picture, what does this significant financial policy shift really signal about the trajectory of Nigeria's economy? And maybe what might it mean for the future of global digital services and e-commerce, not just in Nigeria, but across Africa?